A man walks into court facing 7 years in prison, but the judge gives him one final choice: prison or redemption. What happens next will shock you.
Which room did you say you were in? Okay, that's okay.
No, it is not okay. My apologies.
Oh, it's fine. We have not started yet.
Well, that's very kind of you, but that is not acceptable. My apologies.
Your Honor, for that outburst, we just put a tracker on Hank Wilkins.
All right, so we can have Mr. Davis come down, please.
The record reflects that Zach Dunn is going to single wife female me.
I went to a CLE where a guy that was talking, the federal thing was talking about how his phone was a tracker, and he chose a random day. He said, "What's scary about it is how boring my life is. I wouldn't go into any place interesting."
All right, we're going to go on the record. Court is calling 2022 CR 1227, State of Texas versus Anthony Lee Davis. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Eddie Robinick for Mr. Davis.
And are you Mr. Davis? All right, you're going to need to speak up so that the court reporter can hear. All right. And just one moment, everyone. Let me go to the real time. All right, Mr. Davis, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Anthony Lee Davis who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 1227 for the offense of evading arrest detention with a vehicle on June 28, 2022 for a term of 7 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 14U on or about the 28th day of November 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Anthony Lee Davis, did then and there fail to apply for, provide documentation of attendance, and comply with all rules, regulations, instructions, and financial agreements as directed by the court and or supervision officer and or the head of or authorized personnel of the following program. Parenting class, in violation of condition number 14U.
All right, to that, how do you plead? True or not true?
And we waive the other violations alleged in the motion, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation 14U, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 7 years in prison and up to a $1,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 14U? All right, you're whispering. Court will find 14U true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you deny the motion, continue the defendant on supervision, and amend conditions to include the state ISF cognitive treatment track, followed by ISP supervision and continue mental health care with CHCS or Be Well, Texas upon his return.
That's our agreement, Your Honor.
All right. Probation, just one moment. Is that the probation's recommendation? All right, Mr. Davis, you wanted to say something? Sure. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
I also have
State your name for the record.
Davis.
Yes. What did you want to say?
I also have an address of my sister's house. If I can go there and still get help with my.
Now, here's the thing. We've tried that, and you haven't followed through. So it appears that the only way you're going to follow through is if you're an inpatient. Now, you have choices today, and I'm going to give you a choice. Sometimes I can give people choices. Sometimes I cannot. So here's your choice. You can go to prison for 5 years, or either you can go to state ISF, and I'm going to order that you be on GPS. And you are not allowed to live with your mother because there's a no contact order in place. You're not allowed to live with your sister unless your sister submits a letter to the court or comes into the court and says that she wants you to live there. And even then, I may not allow you to live with her. You understand? Because a lot of people will be at the jail, they'll be at prison, they get out and they say, oh, this person wants me to live with them. And they're just assuming that because of the familiar relationship, that somebody is okay with them living with them. You understand? So, what would you like to do? Do you want me to try to give you the help you need? Or do you want to go to prison? You go to prison, you get out of prison, you can do whatever you want to do. All right. So why have you not been following through on what I've been ordering for you to do?
Well, at first, I had no contact order at my mom's house, so I wasn't able to stay there. So I was really homeless until I worked my way up to have a car. Then I was living out of my car, and the communication was just bad because they were trying to reach me through my mom, and me and my mom weren't even on.
Why don't you just go to probation? Probation has a physical office that you can go to. And I know that when people are on probation out of this court, I tell them if there's an issue with probation, they can always come back to the court. So you didn't come here.
When I was going to probation, and then I was doing the Center for Healthcare Services as well. So the Center for Healthcare Services lady was telling me not to report to my old probation officer, and so that was where the mix-up happened. But I was going to my probations like when I was supposed to report, I was showing up. That was just that one time that I didn't show up at the end, and it was just bad communication. They didn't reach out to me. They reached out to my mom.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to deny the motion, alter the amend conditions to include ISF cognitive, GPS partial for any mental health treatment, waive fees, and you to follow through with Center for Healthcare Services, and also for Be Well. And there's still to be no contact with your mother. Now, what's going to end up happening? We can go off the record. This is what's going to end up happening. When I say no contact with your mother, once you are stabilized with your medications and you've shown the court that you are actually following through on your mental health issues, then I'll consider allowing you to have contact with your mother, not live with her, but have contact with her. Then ultimately, if things are still going well and she wants you to stay with her, then I will consider that. But now you are not in a position where you should be staying with anyone. Now you are in a position where you should have your mental health issues addressed. Otherwise, this probation is not going to end well for you. You understand? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? I'm sorry?
No.
All right. So I'm going to say this again. I've said it before. If there's an issue and you feel as though probation is not addressing that issue, you can always come back to the court. We are here. Do you understand?
She's saying that you know where the courthouse is, and you can't figure out anything else. You show up at this court, they'll contact you, they'll bring you in front of the judge. I know this sounds crazy. She actually will. Well, I'm just telling you. So because she's telling you there won't be any excuses. Or are we hosts here?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yes. And of course, I'm not here on Saturdays and Sundays, but throughout the week I am. All right. Probation. Is there anything else he needs? All right. Good luck to you.
He was one decision away from losing everything, but the judge gave him one last chance. If you believe in second chances and real courtroom stories, hit subscribe now, because the next case might surprise you even more.